If you've been relying solely on workouts to fix your slow metabolism, this is your sign to zoom out. The truth is, your metabolism is not just about how many calories you burn at the gym. That's such a common misconception. It's about your cellular energy, your nervous system, your sleep, stress response, digestion, and all of the little tiny habits that you do every single day that either support your metabolism or slow it down. Most people try to push harder because it makes sense, right? The more we do, the better outcome we're going to get. More restriction, more cardio, more workouts. But the real and true unlock is almost always from the foundational things that you are overlooking. So today I am sharing 5 habits that I have personally implemented myself and have seen real noticeable shifts from. Especially on rest days or lighter training days, these 5 habits make the biggest difference from feeling sluggish versus feeling energized and just switched on. They're simple, they're easy to add in, and they work because you are supporting your metabolism at the deepest level, not just the surface. So let's get into it. NAD Plus is one of those if you know, you know tools. It is not super trendy on social media. It has picked up a little bit of speed this year, but you're not seeing it all over your For You page. But that is why I am here, to share the goods, to share the secrets. NAD Plus is absolutely essential for your metabolism. Basically, what it is a coenzyme that every single cell in your body uses in order to create energy. Without enough NAD Plus, your body becomes less efficient at producing ATP, which is the actual fuel that keeps your body energized, focused, and metabolically active. The thing with NAD Plus is that yes, our body does naturally produce it, but the levels begin to drop as we get older, like everything else, like muscle, collagen, all the things. This is what explains our energy dips, our recovery slowing down, and our metabolism just feeling more sluggish overall as we get older. I feel like women especially, we talk about this and we hear about this a lot. But when you do supplement with NAD Plus, you're basically giving your cells raw materials that they need in order to function more optimally. So you're probably wondering, okay, like sold, what do I take? So this is not sponsored, by the way. This is a product that I have been taking the past month or so. They just came out with this from the brand Happy Aging. They had NAD Plus in a liquid form, but this is in their capsule form, which I find it way easier to implement into my supplement routine every single day. This is the NAD Plus Woman's Longevity Formula. So there are 6 different blends and 30 different synergistic ingredients that work all together. What I love about this is that there's actual liposomal NAD Plus within the capsule. I don't know how that works, but I know that any liposomal is the best option when it comes to supplements because our bodies can absorb it so much better. I'll make sure that this is linked below. And I've noticed even after taking this for about a month and a bit that I do feel more energized every single day, so I think something is working. You feel clearer, leaner, more stable throughout the day, like a feeling that you can't really explain. And most importantly, your metabolism is working more efficiently because your cells are no longer struggling. Think about NAD Plus like you're giving your body a better engine versus just like pressing on the gas pedal in order to go faster. You're supporting it in a way that will actually be beneficial and sustainable for the long term. If your sleep is off, your metabolism will always struggle. So I have a little tip that you can start incorporating. And remember that today's video, I didn't want to just give you the basic things that we're always talking about, right? I didn't want to tell you to go for a walk and have your lemon water and do your workouts in order to increase your metabolism. I wanted to give you very specific things to take and to do in order to support it. So a lot of us are breathing through our mouth when we were sleeping. This leads to fragmented sleep, as well as lower oxygen levels, higher cortisol, morning dehydration, which I'm sure so many of you already feel, and poor blood sugar regulation. All of these things, of course, slow down your metabolism, so this is how it's related. Mouth taping gently trains your body to start breathing through your nose so that you can get a more restorative sleep. I'm talking more REM, better oxygen flow, also lower nighttime stress and more stable hormones. I don't mouth tape every single night. I mouth tape sometimes, especially when I really know that I need a good sleep, I will mouth tape. I naturally do breathe through my nose, but when I do wear the mouth tape, it makes the biggest difference. I wake up feeling so much more rested, and then I'm so much more productive and energized for my day. As we know, everything begins with sleep. So if you are getting poor sleep, that is one easy way that you can incorporate and do in your nighttime routine that will definitely help. It is science-backed, it is tried and tested, it is proven, and it's simple and affordable. There's a couple different mouth tapes that I like, but I'll link the ones that I am currently using from Skinny Confidential below. Natural light is one of the strongest tools for metabolic regulation, and it costs nothing. When you expose yourself to natural sunlight within the first 10 to 20 minutes of waking up, you set your circadian rhythm for the day. This truly matters because your circadian rhythm controls the hormones that regulate your appetite, your nervous system, your stress levels, your cortisol, all of the things. Morning light really tells your body to turn on for the day. For me, and you guys all know because I talk about all the time, I wake up and I go outside first thing. The sunlight mixed with the fresh air and just being in nature really sets the tone for my entire body for the entire day. On days where I'm not able to get outside first thing in the morning, it really does make a difference. But this doesn't mean that you need to go even outside. Getting sunlight can even just be on your balcony or sitting in your house somewhere where light is coming in. I'm sure you've done it before, and I'm sure that you have felt that difference. Getting that sunlight exposure first thing can even do things like reduce insulin sensitivity, inflammation, and kickstarts your metabolism naturally. Wow, just from the beautiful sun. This one little habit can make your metabolism feel noticeably steadier day to day, so start doing it. A dehydrated body is a slow body. And the majority of women are chronically low in minerals, especially magnesium, potassium, and sodium. These minerals are essential for the electrical signaling in your cells and also your adrenal function. Hydration has some very important things that it needs to take care of in the body. Your thyroid literally sets the pace of your metabolism, so if you are low in minerals, your body will have a really hard time converting T4 to T3, which is the active hormone that keeps your metabolic rate up. When you add minerals back into your water, everything starts to improve and you feel it right away, from your energy to your PMS symptoms. Your cravings begin to stabilize. You get less hungry throughout the day. And of course, your metabolism is becoming more predictable. Again, you're all probably thinking, well, this sounds amazing, but how do we do it? How do we get those minerals and that proper hydration? And one very simple, easy, effective way is, of course, adding electrolytes to our water. Now, I've had comments on past videos where I've talked about electrolytes. The feedback that I got is, well, I don't want to put something artificial in my water every single day. And it's true. A lot of electrolytes have preservatives or coloring or natural flavors, things that aren't necessarily the best thing, especially if we're having it every single day. It can cause inflammation in the body. So you really want to make sure that you find a very clean electrolyte source. You can keep it very simple and literally just add some salt to your water. That will do the trick. Sarah and Martina just came out with their high drops. So they are very committed. Sarah and Martina, I know a lot of you use their products because I see through my links that a lot of you are buying them. I have talked about their collagen I use every single day, their pre and probiotics, and also their nighttime rest and digest. And they just launched this, which I have been using every single day. It doesn't have any flavor, which I kind of miss the flavor aspect of it, but then that's where, the preservatives kind of come in. The high drops are literally just a trace mineral blend and then magnesium, potassium, and sodium. It is GMO free, gluten, sugar, sesame, shellfish, peanuts, all the things free, and it's just pure electrolytes. It is very hard to find anything else like this on the market. I'll make sure I link it below. This is one of the fastest lifestyle changes to actually see results from because your body begins to work differently once it gets the things that it truly needs. If your digestion is sluggish, your metabolism will be too. Even if you're consuming all of this delicious and nutritious, very healthy food, your body can only absorb the nutrients that it actually breaks down. When your digestion is weak, you are not extracting most likely amino acids from protein, your body is having a hard time breaking down fat, and your blood sugar becomes a little bit harder to stabilize, which, as we know, blood sugar controls and regulates so many different things, so it is very important that we have that in check. So what's the fix here? Digestive enzymes and digestive bitters. Both of these can be game changers if your digestion is off. When I had SIBO, which is something, again, I've talked about before on my channel, I would have digestive enzymes after every single meal because my body had to help support it in beginning to break down all of the food that I was consuming every single day because it was essentially just like staying in my system. I wasn't breaking it down. But if I would have known this sooner, I would have also incorporated digestive bitters. How it works is typically you would take the digestive bitters before you actually eat the meal. It activates your digestive juices and stomach acid, which helps your body break down the food right from the beginning of the meal. Enzymes then go in and take it a step further once you've consumed the food by actually helping your body break down the carbs, the fats, and the protein after you have consumed them. Together, they are reducing bloating, supporting nutrient absorption, stabilizing your appetite, and support faster metabolic processing. When your digestion is efficient, your metabolism comes efficient, so you can be eating that same meal and you are going to get so much more energy from it. Your body's going to be able to properly break it down. And the best part, your body is not constantly fighting bloat and heaviness. We're just keeping things moving. Both of these two supplements are habits that feel very subtle at first, but I definitely recommend, not maybe using it every single day. We don't need to supplement everything, but if you notice that your body has a hard time breaking down and absorbing food, I definitely recommend you try. Again, I will link both of these below. They are two of my tried and true favorites. Boosting your metabolism does not have to look like doing more. We don't want to overcomplicate things. We don't want to add a million other daily habits to our checklist. These 5 habits work because they actually support the core systems that run your metabolism. When all of those things are aligned, everything becomes easier and your body works like a machine. Your energy increases, your hunger cues regulate, body composition shifts, you begin to actually see the results from your training, and it all really just comes together and feels effortless instead of forced. So let me know your thoughts here. Let me know if this was helpful. If there's any other tips or tricks that you want to share with me in the community, or anything else that you use every single day, or practices that help you and you believe help support your metabolism, we are here for it. We want to hear it. Let us know below in the comments. Thank you, as always, for being here, for supporting, for listening, and I will see you all soon. Make sure to check out my latest video here.